This is a live Channels Television event.
Honorable Danladi Chia, who is the chairman of the Algon, and AMAC, Honorable Christopher Mekalangu. Traditional rulers here present, particularly Sarkim Buhari, heads of security agencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the Nigerian Law School. This is the official flag-off ceremony of the design and construction of staff quarters for the Nigerian Law School in Buhari Area Council, as well as the presentation of vehicles here to the management of the law school by the Honorable Minister of the FCT. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is another in a long list, a series of projects being undertaken in the FCT, courtesy the administration of Barrister Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the FCT. My name is Cyril Stober, and I just have the rather simple task of taking you through today's events. At this point in time, may I invite the Acting Executive Secretary of the FCDA, Engineer Richard Dauda Yunana, to step forward and formally welcome you to this event, as well as give a project overview. Engineer Richard Yunana, thank you.
Your Excellency, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, kindly permit me to stand on the well-established protocol laid by the Director of Programs, Mr. Cyril Stober, to once again welcome you and all distinguished guests to for this another flag off. This time around, it's for the construction of staff quarters for Nigerian Law School in Buhari, FCT. Sir, I welcome you all for making our time to be here. Your Excellency, the Nigerian Law School, as the body statutorily responsible for preparing law graduates for their roles as lawyers to function effectively in the various areas and specializations of the legal profession. It is necessary for those imparting that knowledge as staff and lecturers to have suitable accommodation. Your Excellency, it is in recognition of this challenge, or the challenge of inadequate residential accommodation, that the FCT administration, in line with its mandate of providing infrastructure and public buildings, has procured 10 staff quarters for the Nigerian Law School in Buhari here. The project, Your Excellency, when completed, will provide suitable accommodation for staff of the Nigerian Law School. This will reduce the shuttle time and costs, as well as provide safe and conducive environment for their operations. Your Excellency, during this project, jobs will be created for both skilled and unskilled for Nigerians, and this will improve the socio-economic life of the community here. Your Excellency, the project is located within the premises of the Nigerian Law School, Buhari here, FCT. It involves the construction of 10 four-bedroom houses, inclusive of furnishing, along with other ancillary services, like water supply and external works. The project has 2 sites within the premises. One is at this location, where we have 5 of the buildings, and the other location is to the south, within the premises, where the other 5 structures will be erected. This flag-off is taking place in one of those locations. The project was awarded to Messrs. Ostlinks Energy Services Limited, and the contractor has fully mobilized the site. As we can see, both on the left and right, work is in progress. The work is expected to be completed in 9 months. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, you are most welcome, and I thank you all for coming. God bless you, sirs.
Thank you very much, Acting Executive Secretary of the FCD. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me just quickly acknowledge that with us at today's ceremony is the chairman of the body of benchers, Chief Adegboyega Awumolo, SEN, who's with us here. Let me also use him as a point of contact to acknowledge the presence here of some very senior lawyers, distinguished learned silks who are also attending today's event. At this point, may I now invite the representative of the contractors to give their commitment to this project. The contractors, Oslink Energy Services Limited. And I do invite Engineer Humphrey Abusi, who is the project manager, to come forward and deliver the commitment of the company to this project. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, the Chairman, Council of Legal Education, the Director General, Nigerian Law School. May I rest on established protocols? My name is Engineer Humphrey Abusi. We have been given the honor by the FCT administration to construct, finish and equip and furnish 10 four-bedroom bungalow buildings for senior staff of Nigerian Law School. The bungalows are going to be constructed in 2 different sites on the campus. Each site shall have 5 bungalows. We shall also carry out landscaping work on both sides to beautify the immediate environment of the buildings. As you can see, work has commenced on the site, and we believe that with support of the FCT administration, we can speedily complete this project within the next 6 months, earlier than scheduled in our contract. As we plan to take advantage of the dry season to extensively progress the construction whilst maintaining high quality and standards. Once again, we extend our gratitude to the Honorable Minister and the entire Federal Capital Territory administration, especially the Executive Secretary of the FCDA, and the Director of Procurement and his team, who were very difficult, but at the same time, we thank them for the support we currently enjoy from them till this moment. We promise to give quality in record time. God bless you all for listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Engineer Humphrey Abusi, Project Manager. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a project such as this would naturally attract the comments of the various stakeholders here. Let me, at this point, invite, for the purpose of delivering their goodwill messages, a number of very distinguished personalities at today's occasion. We start off by inviting the Director General of the Nigerian Law School, Professor Isa Hayatu Chiruma, SAN, to now give his goodwill message. Thank you.
His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Chief Winston Ezan Wike, CON, Lai Bencha, DSSRS, CON, POS. The Honorable Minister of State, Federal Capital Territory, Dr. Maria Mahmoud, the Chairman Senate Committee of Federal Capital Territory, the Chairman House Committee, Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, distinguished senators and members of our reps here present, the President of the Nigerian Bar Association, the Chairman, distinguished body of benchers, members of body of benchers, Secretary body of benchers, the Chairman Council of Legal Education, Chief Emeka Ngige, OFR, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, members of Council of Legal Education, Management of Nigerian Law School, Honorable Attorney Generals of various states here present, our royal fathers, our host community, ladies and gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed overwhelmed to welcome you all, particularly His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Chief Wike, CON, Live Venture, GSSRS, POS, to the official flag-off ceremony of the construction of 10 staff quarters and donation of vehicles to the Nigerian Law School, Abuja. You may recall that in February 2024, when we paid a courtesy call to His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Chief Wike, he promised to build 10 staff quarters for the Nigerian Law School and also provide utility vehicles to assist the Nigerian Law School. The reason why we are gathered here this afternoon, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is to witness promise made and promise kept. The construction of the 10 staff quarters for the Nigerian Law School and also provision of utility vehicles will go a long way in assisting the Nigerian Law School to fulfill its mandate. We are not taking this for granted. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, to many of us who are familiar with your antecedents, what is happening today is nothing new. You've done more in the past. The Graham Douglas campus of Nigerian Law School in Port Harcourt and other projects in the justice sector are legacy projects that will continue to speak for your developmental strive in Nigeria. Posterity will be kind to you when history of legal education and justice sector is written in Nigeria. Your Excellency, you may recall that during our courtesy visit, we informed you of our preparation to celebrate Nigerian Law School at 60. This celebration is scheduled to take place in the first quarter of 2025. We are pleased to inform you that you will be our special guest of honor and a recipient of award of the Council of Legal Education. On behalf of the Council of Legal Education, Nigerian Law School, management and staff, as well as students, I respectfully thank His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, our great benefactor, the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, as well, for your kind intervention and huge support for legal education and justice sector in our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Director General of the Nigerian Law School, Professor Isa Hayatu Chiroma, SEN. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a short while ago, you heard the commitment of the contracting firm that this project will be delivered ahead of schedule. Well, the main beneficiaries of the staff quarters and these vehicles that will be presented, I'm talking about the Nigerian Law School, have spoken through the Director General. Now, let me call on the Chairman, Council of Legal Education, Chief Emeka Ngige, OFR, SEN, to now deliver his goodwill message. May we appreciate him as he comes to the microphone. Thank you.
The Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Chief Ezenwa Nyesom Wike, CON, GCRS, the Dikoha of Ikwereland, the Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, the Honorable Minister, the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation, and the Minister of Justice, my direct boss, Prince Lateef Olasukomi Fabuemi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. The Chairman of Body of Benchers, Asiwaju Adeboyega Awomolo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. I will stand on the existing protocol, but permit me to also recognize our senior benchers who are here, live benchers. I can see Mr. Didi Dodo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. I can see Honorable Justice Ishak Bello, former Chief Judge of FCT, live bencher. I can see Lawal Rabana, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, live bencher. Then my Director General, other protocols. I can see my brother here. Please permit me to also do a partiality. Let me recognize my brother, Engineer Emekeze, the Chairman, Civil Service Commission, FCT. It is with great pleasure that on behalf of the Council of Legal Education, I welcome the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency Chief Wike, CON, and the Honorable Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, MBBS, on the occasion of the flag-off of the construction of 10 staff quarters for the Nigerian Law School, being sponsored by the Ministry of Federal Capital Territory, taking place here at the headquarters of Nigerian Law School in Buhari. It is also an occasion for the handover of 7 operational vehicles donated to the Nigerian Law School, courtesy of Ministry of Federal Capital Territory. Today, 9th of December 2024, will be included in the list of red letter days in the history of Nigerian Law School. We all recall that when His Excellency held sway in Rivers State as governor, we witnessed an unprecedented intervention by the government of Rivers State in the infrastructural development of the Nigerian Law School. The interventions included the flag-off of the construction of state-of-the-art multipurpose hall with a capacity for 1,500 students and 2 students' hostels with capacity for 900 bed space each at the Yenegua campus of the Nigerian Law School. The flag-off of that ceremony took place on the 4th of June, 2021. The project has since been completed and is awaiting official commissioning. Again, on the 17th of July, 2021, we also witnessed the flag-off of the construction of Nabo Graham Douglas campus of the Nigerian Law School, Port Harcourt, which was later commissioned on the 18th of November, 2022. The campus remains the best center for legal education in Nigeria, if not Africa. Nabo Graham Douglas campus also has lecturers' quarters, along with shopping plazas, built to generate revenue for the running and maintenance of the law school in Port Harcourt. It therefore gladdens our heart that as soon as the Honorable Minister took office in August 2023 as FCT Minister, he did not forget his alma mater in terms of infrastructural development and support. The Honorable Minister quickly applied to Mr. President for the approval of a supplementary budget for the provision of infrastructural facilities to the judiciary, to the body of benchers, and to the Nigerian Law School. The Honorable Minister informed us last Friday that the supplementary budget was passed on 8 November 2023 and was assented immediately thereafter by Mr. President. We therefore want to use this medium to thank profusely the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for approving the intervention by the Ministry of FCT, which has resulted in the ceremony we are holding today. The accommodation, when completed and handed over, will go a long way in providing conducive environment for the academic and administrative staff of the Nigerian Law School. Ladies and gentlemen, this flag-off ceremony and handover of operational vehicle by the Minister of FCT has in a way brought psychological upliftment to the management and staff of the Nigerian Law School, who are still agonizing over what happened last Friday, 7th of December 2024. On that fateful day, 20 academic and administrative staff of Nigerian Law School in Lagos campus were evicted from their official residence at number 213 Iboshere Road in Lagos, following the execution of a judgment of the High Court of Lagos State delivered in 2011. The High Court of Lagos State had, in an undefended suit, which curiously excluded the Council of Legal Education as a party, ruled that number 213A Iboshere Road, which the federal government of Nigeria had acquired in June 1962 and handed over to the Council of Legal Education as the first edifice for the Nigerian Law School, is no longer the council's property. The painful aspect of the case is that the matter was conducted without joining the Council of Legal Education as a party. All efforts made by the council at the High Court of Lagos State, at the Court of Appeal, and at the Supreme Court for the matter to be heard on the merits were unsuccessful. As a result, 20 families were thrown out into the streets of Lagos when a warrant of possession issued by High Court of Lagos State was executed last Friday. The effect of this development is that academic activities will most likely be disrupted in the Lagos campus of Nigerian Law School unless urgent steps are taken to find accommodation to the affected academic and administrative staff along with their families. We are therefore using this medium to appeal to the federal government of Nigeria, as well as the government of Lagos State, our host government, to come to the urgent aid of Nigerian Law School Lagos campus in order to address the issue of lack of accommodation for the academic and administrative staff of the campus. Last Friday, while commissioning the Body of Benchers projects, the Honorable Minister alluded that history is recording what each and every one of us has done or is doing for the legal profession, for those of us who are lawyers. History will record Your Excellency as the greatest contributor to the growth of legal profession in Nigeria, particularly in the area of infrastructural development. We appreciate Your Excellency for the total and unflinching support given to the Council of Legal Education, right from your Port Harcourt days to the Federal Capital Territory. The security of this campus has equally been beefed up since the Honorable Minister took office. Therefore, the Honorable Minister has been a worthy ambassador of his class of 1988 of Nigerian Law School. I therefore urge all the alumni of Nigerian Law School to remember where they started. We should endeavor to emulate His Excellency when opportunity comes our way. I will not conclude this welcome address without appreciating our supervising minister, the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, who has been working tirelessly, attracting interventions to the Nigerian Law School. We don't need to list them here, but we are hopeful that these efforts will soon materialize, particularly in the area of construction of staff quarters in Lagos and auditorium in Kanu campus. We also appreciate the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Justice, Mrs. Beatrice Jediabwa, for always being there for the Council and the Nigerian Law School. Gentlemen, I thank you all for listening. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Long live Nigerian Law School. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. The Chairman of the Council of Legal Education, who has so captured the various projects which His Excellency Wike has done in contributing to the infrastructural development of both the judiciary and the body of benchers back from his days as Governor of Rivers State, and expanding such gesture to this moment as FCT Minister. Your Excellencies, I'd like to, at this point, just acknowledge the presence here of the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi. At the time we were doing the recognitions, we had skipped him. Honorable Minister, thank you for being here. And now, may I respectfully invite to make his comments the chairman of the body of benchers, Chief Adegbuyiga Awumolo, SAN, to now deliver his address. Let's put our hands together for the chairman of the body of benchers. Thank you.
The Honorable Minister, Federal Capital Territory, Chief Wike, CON, Live Bencher, the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, Live Bencher, I rest on the existing protocols. I want to thank the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory for the good gestures he is extending to judiciary as an arm of government, and also to legal education, which we are witnessing here this afternoon. I adopt everything that the Chairman Council of Legal Education has said concerning your good gestures, concerning your antecedents, and the legacy projects you have, and I know that history will write your name in gold at the appropriate time. I am encouraged by what the contractor said, that, oh, this project is expected to last 9 months, but that the contractor will complete, having regards to the fact that money is available for them and the project is simplified, that they will complete it within 6 months. That would be very great, and we will celebrate it. It is my hope that by the time we come here in June or thereabout, we'll be commissioning the 10 blocks of 4-bedroom apartments for the staff of the Nigerian Law School. Well, Nigerian Law School is our alma mater. I was called to buy in 78. And when I heard of the class of 88, and that the Honorable Minister is one of them, I know that there's a rivalry between the class of 78 and class of 88. But because you have a minister behind you, we cannot defeat you. But our own time is coming when we defeat the record of the Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, sir, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the body of benchers for your goodness, for your goodwill toward legal education and legal profession in general. Only last week, you did great favor or great intervention to the body of benchers. It is my hope that by the time we are commissioning it, I will be alive, you will be alive, all of us will be there to commission it. Let me thank you, sir, and I wish you well. Just as Mr. Agakanu Agabi said, you are a man of large heart, a big dreamer, and somebody who has, in this regime of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, GCFR, has an reputation for being Mr. Project, for being the best achieving minister. So I pray that the end, you will still continue to be the best minister in the government and one of those who will never be forgotten for how you have turned around Federal Capital Territory. There's a lot to be done. I know that you are capable, you have the capacity, and God will be with you. Thank you, Honorable Minister, sir.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's hear it one more time for Chief Adeboyega Awomolo, the chairman of the body of benchers. Thank you so much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for me to invite the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SCN, to now address the gathering. Thank you, Honorable Attorney General, sir.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, I want to crave the indulgence of this august body gathering to leverage on the existing protocol. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I feel greatly honored to be here, even though uninvited or invited late. I will always say it. I don't know how to hide my feelings at all. But explanation has been offered as to why it was so. It would have pained me to the bone marrow if I missed this occasion. Not only because the Council of Legal Education is under my mandate, but because I always want to associate with good things. Whatever it is, let me seize this unique opportunity to thank His Excellency Nyesom Wike, CON, and all plus. Mr. Project. Whether or not you like him, you cannot dispute the fact that he's a performer. And is one person you always know where he stands. No matter what, you will know where he stands, even if you don't agree with him. He does not pretend. And another thing is, he does not embark on any project he has no money to drive. Without any attempt to reveal the secret at FEC, I know that he's always a crusader of, if you don't have money, don't embark on any bogus project. Start and finish. And the other one is, when it comes to taste, you give it to him. He has taste. I am not saying this because I want him to start another project after completion of this one, because I know he will do so. He has given you, or given us, 8 months, isn't it? Come here in another 6 months. If you are invited to come here in another 8 months, it is to start the foundation of another set of accommodation for the staff of the law school. One thing about the law school is, maybe because of the placement, you cannot really place the Nigerian law school as a university or as an ordinary institution. I said this because if you look at the law setting up TET fund, the Nigerian law school is not included. And I think the time has come that amendments should be made to include the Nigerian law school as a university that can take, benefit from TET fund. There are other institutions, but I think Nigerian law school stands out. I want to thank the Honorable Minister for considering the Nigerian law school worthy enough, especially in Abuja. You have been doing it. You did it in Port Harcourt, you did it in Bayelsa, you are doing it all over. But the story of the Nigerian law school Abuja campus is like the story of a blind man who has a very dogged, a very fierce dog, hunting dog. Each time they told the blind man, oh, when we went on a hunting expedition today, there was a bull that your dog killed. He said, well, I heard you. Until you cook it and put it in my mouth, I will not believe you. Now it's been cooked and it's been put in our mouth. Honorable Minister, we appreciate you. Even though we know that nobody can take this away from you, you are an achiever. You also stand for excellence. And I want to seize this medium to appeal to other public-spirited individuals who are gifted to please come to the aid of the Nigerian Law School. We have several campuses, each requiring attention. Your wealth is not determined by how much or the figure that you have in the bank, but how you have been able to touch lives of these public institutions. I therefore call on all and sundry to please come to the aid of the Nigerian Law School. The issue of accommodation is very important. If the staff don't have any rest of mind or where they will sleep, it gives a nightmare and it will affect the performance or what they deliver to the students. It's also incontestable that the issue of security cannot be overemphasized. If a place is secured, our environment is secured, then it will rub off on the output. I want to thank everybody for coming, and I say enjoy your evening. Mr. Project, please commission this and come in another 8 months. Thank you.
The Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN. Let's appreciate the Honorable Minister one more time. Thank you so much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, it is my pleasure to call on the Chairman of the Senate Committee on FCT Area Councils and Ancillary Matters, distinguished Senator David Jimkuta, to now come and deliver his address. Distinguished Senator.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Wike, the Life Bencher, Your Excellency, the Attorney General of the Federation, the Minister of Justice, Barrister Lateef Fagbemi. Please let me recognize my senior brother, senior advocate of Nigeria, one of the best we have, Barrister Demi, Chief Barrister Demi Ododo. My leaders in the National Assembly, Right Honorable Chibudo Wike, former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, my senior brother Philip Aduda, Senator Philip Aduda, Senator Magnus Abe, Senator Mao, and my brother, the Vice Chairman of the FCT Committee. The Royal Fathers, let me stand on the existing protocol already established. Ours in the National Assembly, we are proud to stand by the Honorable Minister because he have proven to us that he's kept to his word. When he said that his budget doesn't last 48 hours in the National Assembly program, some people call us, are you people rubber stamp? I say, we say, if it is for Wike, we are even stronger. As a rubber stamp, it's a very hard word. We are even flexible. We are water to him, because when it comes to execution of project, I can bet you, it's wonderful. It's encouraging. So we have to encourage him. The instruction from the leadership of the National Assembly, heavily by the uncommon president of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, which happened to be today is his birthday, said we should support the Honorable Minister any way we can. Because what you are doing, sir, I like what you are doing. Me, before I became a senator, I was once an Okada man. And it is in history, I gave them bike when I can afford it. I wanted to give some bike to some people as a politician. I give to them because I remember that's my primary constituency. So what you are doing here, you are encouraging your constituency, and it's wonderful and it's commendable. It's not politics. Whoever says it's politics, let it go and try it. Let's see his own, whether he will do different. Mr. Honorable Minister, we encourage you. We thank you for what you are doing in FCT. And I'm sure you have put some of your colleagues to work. I'm sure. Because every day, wiki, abandoned project, wiki, agreement is agreement, wiki, Mr. Project, wiki. So we in the FCT will continue to support you in the National Assembly. You can see when I was coming, I called somebody. Let me tell you what happened today. I called one of my pastors. I said, I'm coming to Buhari. He said, everywhere, no wonder Buhari is like this, because they say Wike is coming. I said, I'm coming with him. He said, are you coming with him? I said, yes, sir. He said, can I come around? I said, I don't know the area where he's in law school, but you can come around. I believe the pastor is here. Honorable Minister, you are doing well. Thank you very much for what you are doing. And let me thank the Mr. President for discovering you. I always say this, because you are the symbol of the Renew Hope agenda of Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, distinguished Senator. And now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for the purpose of delivering the vote of thanks, let me call on the General Counsel, Barrister Salman Yakub Daku, to please come forward and do the honors of the vote of thanks. General Counsel, Barrister Salman Yakub Daku. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Chief Ezewon Nyesom Wike, CON, Life Venture, Your Excellency, the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, the leader of all lawyers in the Federation, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, Your Excellency, our own revered Chief Adegboyega Solomon Awomolo, Chairman of the Body of Venture, Your Excellency, the Chairman of the Council of Legal Education, Your Excellency, the Director General of the Nigerian Law School, Professor Isa Hayatu Chiroma, other distinguished members of the legal profession present here today, members of the National Assembly, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Once again, I feel highly privileged and honored standing before you to express our deep appreciation for your presence today. Before doing that specifically, let me first and foremost appreciate the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, whose visionary leadership has once again brought everybody here to appreciate, to flag off this project, and for us to appreciate every bit of leadership that he has offered the Federal Capital Territory. Your Excellency, sir, I believe that with the way you are going, the leadership you have so far provided for the Federal Capital Territory, I have no doubt at all that in years to come, your name will continue to sound out from the lips of endless generation. People will continue to talk about the fact that under your administration, so and so happened, under your administration you did this, under your administration you did that. And for those of us who are opportuned to work under your mentorship, we regard this obviously as a very rare opportunity. And we say a very big thank you for the opportunity, sir. We are also I also appreciate the presence of the distinguished and eminent personality I've already listed. But, you know, without fear of repeating those eminent personalities again, I may start. First and foremost, I appreciate the presence of the Honorable Attorney General. Like I said, he's the leader of all lawyers in Nigeria. Sir, we appreciate your presence for coming here today once again. We also appreciate the presence of the chairman of the body of benchers, our revered Chief Awumolo. We also appreciate the presence of the council, the chairman of the Council of Legal Education, Chief Emeka Ngige, and Professor Isa Hayatu, who is the Director General of the Nigerian Law School. We appreciate the presence of the distinguished representatives of our people. I'm talking about the members of the National Assembly. In a constitutional democracy like ours, every bill or every project is captured is captured in a budget, and the budget is presented to the House as a bill. Once approved, it comes out as a law. Your effort, your long deliberations in ensuring that these projects are well captured and at the end of the day, they come out as a law is well appreciated. Your coming here today obviously testified to the fact that you guys, the members of the National Assembly, you have, collaborated very well with our principal, and we really appreciate that. Now, other members of the FCTA, let me start from the Chief of Staff. We appreciate your effort, that of the organizing committee. We also appreciate everything that you've done to ensure that the flag off of all the events that we have participated in comes out fruitfully. We also appreciate all the invited guests of the Honorable Minister, friends, and every well-wisher who is present here today, and members of the public. We say a very big thank you to everybody who is here, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the General Counsel. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in their earlier remarks, both the Chairman of the Council of Legal Education and the Director General of the Nigerian Law School had specifically underlined the sterling qualities of the FCT Minister. They spoke in detail of his projects, which have been beneficial to both the Council of Legal Education and the judiciary in general. And so, as a mark of that appreciation, and as a token, they have decided that there is a small presentation which they'd like to make to the Honorable Minister. So at this point, may I invite the Chairman of the Council of Legal Education, Chief Emeka Ngige, SCN, and the Director General of the Nigerian Law School, Professor Isa Hayatu Chiroma, SCN, to please come forward, and then we'll invite the Honorable Minister for this presentation. Yes, sir. May we now invite His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Nyesom Wike, to come forward and receive this token of appreciation
from the Chair of the Council of Legal Education and the Director General of the National Law School. Thank you.
The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, the only position specifically mentioned in the Constitution, no other position is mentioned, only the Attorney General is mentioned in the Constitution. So he is the #1 minister as far as the Federal Executive Council is concerned. The Chairman, Council of Legal Education, the Chairman, Body of Benchers, the Director General of the Nigerian Law School. Let me specifically mention my friends who are benchers, who have left what they are supposed to be doing to come and support us and honor us in what we're doing. Let me start with my brother, Chief Ramadan, the Life Venture Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Let me recognize the former Chief Judge of the FCT, my Lord Justice Shagdelo, that they are willing to help the judiciary. According to me, he used the word jack. Is that you jack the budget up? Please, I want to also send this message. Try and jack up that of the Nigerian Law School so that they can have adequate funding. And so, I'm happy with the boy who is at the Council of Affairs of the law school. And the way he carries himself, that's what attracts support. It attracts support. Mr. John General, this flag up will not be done by me. It is you that will do the flag up and cut the tape for these the vehicles. And let me make another promise to you here, sir. As we are coming with my friend, it's something that looked like hostel. So I told him, how can we have this as hostel where professional lawyers are being trained where they will live? I said, how? Therefore, we'll provide both for the female and the male to be 2025 budget. If anybody is angry with us, let him wait for his turn. When a lawyer, when you become the minister of FCT, do for your own profession that way. So I'm not going to be intimidated by anybody. Now that we're in this position, we must contribute to our constituency so that tomorrow we'll be able to say, while we were there, this was our own contribution as far as our constituency, the legal profession is concerned. On that note, and let me also thank Mr. President. You see, it is one thing to give somebody an appointment. It is another thing to give support, full support, full support. I can tell you as a minister, I'm not saying it to quarrel with anybody, but I believe that I'm so lucky that there's nothing I've asked that will enable me to do my work properly that Mr. President has not supported. That's nothing. That's nothing. And how I knew that Mr. President sees governance as business. What do I mean by that? As a businessman, you wouldn't want your business to collapse. You want your business to progress. And that's the way he sees governance. That governance should be meaningful, should be progressive. Let it have positive impact on the people. When we came, it was difficult. We were under a single treasury account. In fact, if we are still operating that, you wouldn't have seen me at come and flag off a project. But Mr. President knew that pulling us out of that single treasury account and making us to be independent to participate in the wider financial market will bring a lot of improvement on infrastructure. And that's what is happening to us today. That we are able to interfere with commercial banks, we are able to have our own funds. Before all our money is entirely generated revenue, it goes to the central bank. And then you can't go to a commercial bank to say you need the money. They will ask you, how do you pay back? Where's the collateral? But now, since we are now in commercial bank, if we ask for money, they say collateral, some category revenue there. Give us money. They will give. And then the work is going on. That is, Mr. President, for you. Having that foresight, knowing the impediments. And once that was solved, that's why you are seeing the progress in FCT. So when people say we are doing something, let me use local parlance. People say, one kid a job, one kid a job. Now we are tree near tree. If the tree is not close to tree, one kid cannot jump. You understand me? So all this FCT minister is doing this, is doing that. It's because there's somebody behind him who's giving him all the necessary support, and that's Mr. President. So we want to sincerely thank him for that. On this note, let me invite the Attorney General and Minister of Justice and other of our leaders to lay the foundation of these staff quarters and present the vehicles to the management of the Nigerian Law School. Please, sir, thank you and God bless you.
But somebody should be able to give me a
It's working now.
And gratitude to Mr. President, the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Chief Nyesom Wike, and for the advancement of conducive atmosphere for learning at Nigerian Law School. It gives me a great pleasure to lay the foundation of this edifice.
And now the national anthem. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. This brings to a conclusion this flag off ceremony. Thank you.
This is Channels Television. You've been watching our live coverage of the flag off of the design and construction of 10 staff quarters for the Nigerian Law School. This is Channels Television live coverage. This is Channels Television. You've been watching our live coverage of the flag off of the design and construction of 10 staff quarters for the Nigerian Law School in the Buhari Area Council, Abuja. Please stay tuned as we return to our other program.